I want my marriage to stand out so much that other people want this, the abnormal.
If you want to live a healthy lifestyle, how many times do you have to say no to crap?
Yep.
You have to make it happen.
Number 9, when we're talking about the 10 must-haves for deeper intimacy, make time for each other. You cannot be intimate if you do not spend time with each other.
That is very true.
And even when I'm talking intimacy, I'm not even talking sex.
Right. No.
I'm just talking about, well, because I saw that look. I saw that. Yep. I saw that wink, that twinkle in your eye. I was like, oh, she knows where this is going. Date nights matter, right? So we've mentioned this so many times, and all the ladies out there know it, that most of the time, men are like microwaves and women are like crock pots. So a man might think, I'm ready anytime, all the time for sex, where a woman isn't. She needs a date, right? She needs a back rub. She wants to look fancy. She wants to have an intimate conversation over dinner. She wants to have questions like we have below, PDF, to ask on the date night to go deeper with each other.
Yeah.
Where a guy can be shallow. Not saying all guys are shallow,
No.
you know, but we could be thinking about one thing.
You don't need those things.
Exactly.
You don't need all that other stuff.
And that's where, again, we can forsake date nights for other important things. And we forget that the date night is what got us to marriage in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot forsake the date.
Yeah.
It is so important. Anything you want to say to that?
No, I mean, make time for one another. And I know people have like a bunch of different types of like schedules. Like, you just got to get creative.
Yep.
You have to make it happen, because if you're not together, they're with somebody else, like, for that period of time. Like, you got to be careful. You have to like have boundaries, simplify. I feel like we've gotten to a place in this world where there is so much going on. If you do not focus and you are not intentional with the things that actually matter, you're going to end up like everybody else. Right? Do all the things that everybody else does. You're going to get all the same results as they do. And that's not a good thing. We're talking about 50%, probably even more divorce rate. That's normal in this world today. And we don't want to live that normal life. And so you got to be super intentional, creative sometimes, but make time for one another.
Yep.
It's so important.
Yep. I was going to say something to that, and I forgot what it was. I heard someone the other day on a podcast, and they were talking about that somebody called them weird, and he said, good, I don't want to be normal.
I don't.
I want to be weird.
I was literally teaching Vivi that the other day, because she's kind of weird. She does gross things. And I said, well, you know, we don't want to be normal.
Yep.
So
We
just
don't.
tell them thank you. If somebody calls you weird, say thanks.
Thanks. Yep. We want to be different. I want my marriage to look different than other people's. I want my marriage to stand out so much that other people want this, the abnormal.
Yeah.
Right? But the abnormal takes work.
A lot.
It takes so much work, especially when you're married to me. But it's like, when you look at somebody who is healthy, you know, it's like they put in the work. When you look at a high level CEO, they put in the work.
Well, I was just going to say, as you're talking, the whole health thing, the whole CEO thing, think of how much stuff they say no to.
Yes. I just said yes when you said that they said no, but I understand.
But think about it. All of the desserts. I mean, I don't know about you, but there's always a holiday. There's always a get together. There's always a birthday. There's always something to celebrate.
Yes.
There's always something.
There's always a reason to say yes.
There's
to
always
that dessert.
But that, I mean, that's just the comparison right now. If you want to live a healthy lifestyle, how many times do you have to say no to crap?
Yep.
If you want to be the CEO, if you want to be the top 1% in your niche, how many things do you have to say no to? If you want a thriving marriage, I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of things that you're going to have to say no to, right?
Yep.
You're just going to have to. And the easier way, I'm just going to leave it at that.
But that's good. You have to say no to some things to say yes to your spouse, to date them and spend time with them.
Absolutely.
Make time for them.
To have an extraordinary marriage. Absolutely.
And we have a whole YouTube podcast on this that is all about ways to date your spouse. If you don't have a babysitter, if you have a zero budget, we have a whole video. You can go back and watch it.